Yeah, it really is. You just have to find what hits hardest.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna tie it from the house. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
my head hurts.
standing next to the. I'm standing next to this girl who's doing her precision attack with her quantum. Mark, you're gonna be like JC when you're all said and done. You're gonna have access to 10 different league halls. Raven hat. You're gonna have access to like 10 different league halls like JC does. Earlier JC was laughing because he was trying to go in a league hall and he says, you know, I got access to 10 different league halls. I was like, what? He's looking at his thing and there's like access to 10 different league halls. And I was like, well, that is hilarious, JC. Making a melee loadout, but right now I got my range. But let me see. Pop that out of there. Pop this in there. Because see, what I was doing was I was trying to find the best damage I could for a close-up, right? So I had changed out, you know, certain things. You know what I mean? So this is what I was doing with electricity. See how I'm spinning?
Whirlwind attack I could probably do. The rest of them I don't know.
So see how I'm in here? So this is what the melee DPS I was doing with electricity was doing before. You know what I mean? This was what I was using for, you know, melee loadout. So that was what I was using before for melee, because I was using it to do my dailies all the time. But even that little bit of damage, I did 32 seconds at 136,942 per second. And it's even funnier because my range DPS loadout doesn't even hit that hard. So here, I'll show you how it runs right here, okay? So basically I clip into those, there, clip there, there, whirling dervish, arc lightning, whirling dervish, arc lightning, whirling dervish, arc lightning. Now to reset, go back to the phase dodge, arc lightning, whirling dervish, arc lightning, whirling dervish. That's why I said it's just a repetitive thing, you know what I mean?
Do you have to be super speed to use that loadout?
Yeah, unfortunately, because
See, I'm flight, so I don't know if I'd be I'd have to find a different way to do it.
so just from that little period of time, because I didn't pop my super, I did 134,082 damage per second. Because see, I have 325 into the precision, I have 100 into might and power, so I might be able to take that 23 out of health and divide the 123 between might and power and my health and put it into the vitalization, so I get power back. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I can think of. Is on, you know, this is an alt. Even though he has his CR is 373, but he's got full gold gear except his mask and his weapon and his trinket pouch. So that's why I said I've been, you know, messing around with this, trying to figure out what could work with this, you know what I mean? But for damage wise, I found a golden goose who laid the golden egg, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, baby. And I'm like, I gotta figure this one out though. I'm sure I'll be able to get it. I just think it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
But, you know, from what I've seen, you know, if I have any power, like, you know, say I got a troll that, you know, does power, you know, even power over time, I think I'll be fine, you know what I mean? But earlier when we were running that raid, the sixth dimension, that troll wasn't giving us any power. His POT was up and that was it. You know, like you see him recharging? I was looking at him and he wasn't recharging. And I was thinking, man, that was even kind of funny because I switched to my troll and we get right through it, you know what I mean? But then again, everybody's power bar was almost full because I don't just debuff, I dump power like crazy. Because that character there is my buff troll, so I buff my own stats, plus I buff everybody else's. So yeah, I love buff trolling, man. That's actually becoming one of my favorite things to do lately, is buff trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you imagine, if you got somebody buffing your precision by... So you take, for instance, if you're with like a buff troll, and I'm buffing your precision by 17,000 or 18,000, you know what I mean? You're going to be doing a shit ton of damage. And then on the other hand, say you're might DPS, I'm buffing you just roughly around 20,000. That's a huge buff.
Increase your damage quite a bit.
Yeah, because I mean, that's what I said. Recently, though, I've been like loving that buff troll, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, shit, you know. I mean, I've been keeping everybody's power bars full as I can possibly keep them. I mean, I had a few people I ran with it. I couldn't keep their power bars full if my life depended on it. You know what I mean? Like this one healer, he was electricity. He went through his power bar, like his entire power bar. He kept doing it every time I recharge. See his power bar go back up, and he would empty it out again. He did not know how to heal for shit. Plus, he had no white mods in, and I later inspected him. He didn't even have 100 skill points, but yeah, he had a CR of like 374. And I was thinking, how does somebody get to 374 with not even 100 skill points? I didn't think that was possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is, apparently. So.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I think they need to make like a skill point cap for some of these missions, to be honest.
Yeah, they should. And I thought about it. You know, I was thinking about writing a forum as a recommendation for these tiers, that in order to be in that tier, your skill points have to meet what your CR is.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair that, you know, you get good players mixed with not very good players. Because, I mean, the last couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie, I've been wave doxing a lot more people. And I realize there's a lot of 378 people that are 378 and they have less than 400 skill points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ran a raid, the Shattered Gotham raid, and the tank and the healer had less than 400 skill points combined. But we made it through, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, it just seems unrealistic, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that, you know, everybody should have 400 or 500 skill points, but, you know, on like the tier 6 missions, it should be a minimum at least 250 to 300, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it'll give it more success. Because, I mean, if they have max starts, then they're making up the difference, you know what I mean? But like I said, you know, it just gets me a little concerned at times when I'm running with people who have, you know, no skill points, you know. But like, say, Shock, he's a new member to my league. You know, he met me on, he was watching my Twitch videos, and, you know, he's a grinder, you know what I mean? That guy goes after every feat he can possibly go after. Me and JC took him through the bomb feat on, you know, that Owen mission where you got to deactivate the bombs? and then you have to reveal them but not deactivate them. So we went
Yeah,
through
the
that.
spikes or whatever.
Yeah, and then we did the pick one feat with for them, and I mean, we're getting them feats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like is a group that we run feats. You know what I mean? Even if it's feats I've finished in 2016. Because when you help people do stuff like that, later on they're gonna appreciate it more. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to my league hall to see what my damage is gonna be on 7 targets versus 5. Panda King's refall. Kind of lazy today too, because it was my mom's birthday today, and I woke up early as shit to take her to the store and go shopping and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of like a little dragging. I think that's what's wrong with me right now is that tiredness.
Got up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way when I get up to it. At the end of the day, I start dragging.
Yep, that's how I feel right now. Man, you should see these numbers. I wish you could see my live stream. You got Twitch?
I think I do, but I don't have it anymore. I did have it, but
Yeah, because right now I'm live streaming on Twitch. Yeah, that's what I said. If you saw all these precision numbers, you'd be like, what the hell?
well, I seen the one that dude doing it. Like, show and tell loadout or whatever. It just was really like,
It's actually really easy.
I changed my loadout and all that. Augments and I tried.
So it's about timing. You know what I mean? When you're doing this? At least that's what I'm getting is it's about timing. Because it's like doing your heals. You know what I mean? How you do your weapon mastery and your healing? It's like that, but instead of healing, you're putting out damage. You know what I mean? So that's why I said it's crazy because I mean it's no different than how we use our healer. Because I mean I think you said you use hand blasters. Well, I use brawlers.
No, I use dual wield.
Oh, okay, you use dual wield. So get this.
For PvE healing or PvE damage?
Just PvE healing.
Oh, PvE healing I use martial arts, but PvE damage I use dual wield.
Okay, I use brawlers. And that's what a video I watched was the guy was using brawlers. So you want to know what damage I just did for 98 seconds? On 7 sparring targets, I did 143,677 damage per second. And I did a total of 14 million damage. And I had 42.1% crits, and my max hit was only 48,960. But man, at 143,000 with electricity, that is good.
Yeah.
I don't care about anybody's standards. That's really decent. And my arts are shit. My augments are shit, So now I understand why I'm getting my ass kicked by these precision DPSs. You know what I mean? Because these guys that are beating me have maxed out augments and they maxed out arts.
I even got scared because they were getting their asses kicked too. It was 3-on-2, me, Aang, and that was it. And then he had like 3 people, her character, and another mental character, and I think he was either mental or gadgets. One of the 2, I don't remember which. Yeah.
But
Talking all kinds of shit running around.
yeah, that's usually what they'll do. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier because I'm working on this guy's venom risk dispenser.
I've got 80 caches right
Oh, you do? Yeah, that's quite a bit.
now. I'm figuring out, I don't know, debate whether I want to get 200 and use them or get 200 and sell them. I mean, I know I could use them, but usually I get enough of the other than what I need, so I don't know. I'm trying to get my strategies to
Yeah, those
see if
what's that?
see if I get my strategist to 180. I've already got a demon thing, so if I got venom, I'd be all set for precision.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be all set for a precision setup. I just don't know if I can figure it out and get it working for me, get the timing down. That'd be the hardest part for me.
It really isn't that hard. It just you have to practice a little bit. So that's why I said, it takes a little bit.